The Dark Mist is a little-known movie from 1996 that demonstrates both the double helix and the three-act try-fail cycle. It is a fantasy action-adventure starring Patrick Cassidy as the Lord Protector Rennick, who later went on to act in the TV series Smallville, and Charlton Heston as the narrator, who of course played Moses in the Ten Commandments. This analysis contains spoilers, but the movie is nearly 25 years old, so the statute of limitations has long since passed. I'll begin by identifying the three try-fail cycles and move on to describe the double helix method used in the characters. The inciting incident is when Rennick receives a vision telling him that the Dark Mist will bring about the end times, setting his quest in motion. The first try-fail cycle is when Rennick attempts to persuade the great houses to join his cause. He is laughed to scorn and must escape to avoid being captured and executed. He finds himself hunted by Lord Burgundy without allies or direction, marking the first low point for him. There's a hush between this and the next try-fail cycle. The tension is lifted by comedy relief as they assemble the Chosen. They watch Dunnigan fight for freedom against Burgundy's guards, they escape the city by disguising themselves as Lady Diamond's palanquin bearers, and Malthus has amusing sequences in which he argues with his right hand. In this hush, three seeds are planted. First, we learn Dunnigan has a secret family recipe, but he's missing a rare herb to make it. Second, Rennick is given a mysterious amulet. And third, we learn that Ravel is a backstabber and a betrayer. After the hush where they assemble the Chosen, they run into the second try-fail cycle. When they reach the pure rock matrix, Ravel betrays them and reveals their location to Penticus. They are attacked by Penticus, who nearly kills Primus. The stress of this incident causes the minor grievances between the Chosen to escalate into full-blown conflict. Malthus nearly kills Dunnigan. Ravel nearly kills Dunnigan. Dunnigan nearly kills Ravel. Malthus nearly kills his right hand. The conflict is interrupted as they are forced to work together to escape the flooding tunnels, only to find Diamond's manor house destroyed and be ambushed again by Burgundy's soldiers. We enter the second hush and find the first secret staircase. The Chosen are near defeated. The only member of the Chosen that makes it through unwounded is Malthus' right hand, and Dunnigan is mortally wounded. But Ravel finds the rare herb that is the missing ingredient to Dunnigan's secret family recipe, the culmination of that seed. Dunnigan's magic brew heals and restores the hope and confidence of the Chosen, carrying them into the third try-fail cycle. At the climax of the third cycle, they find that Penticus has beaten them to the Dark Mist's seal. Penticus seems to have all the power. He's simultaneously binding Rennick, torturing Malthus, suffocating Primus, and mind-controlling Diamond. He drains the magic from Rennick and Malthus to break the seal. All seems lost. The second secret staircase is when Ravel double-crosses Penticus and cuts off his hands, breaking his spell, a reversal of her earlier betrayal at the Pure Rock Matrix, and the culmination of that seed planted in the first lull. This betrayal lets Malthus and Rennick fix the seal over the Dark Mist by draining the magic from Penticus, another poetic reversal. Finally, they use the amulet that Rennick got in the movie's first 20 minutes as a focusing crystal, which is the final key to the puzzle that seals the Dark Mist for good. It's the result of a seed planted over an hour earlier. You can find contrasting light and dark strongly in the characters of the movie. Rennick is light because he'll do anything to save the world, but dark because he'll do anything. His most famous line in the movie is when he meets Malthus and says, "Don't push me, I've gone 3 steps too far and have blood on my sword already." Malthus is the opposite. His light is that he'll risk his life to save one person, but his darkness is his refusal to join the Chosen to save the world. His duty is to the one, not to the many. Malthus' right hand, as a manifestation of Malthus' repressed conscience, is constantly pressing Malthus to do the right thing, which is its light, but it is literally a demon born of darkness. Dunnigan is a drunkard, whose darkness is his despair and hopelessness over the loss of his rare herbs, but he's also the kindest, most loyal, and most polite of the group. Ravel is a contract killer meant to betray the party, which is dark, but her subterfuge and betrayal is eventually used to save the world, as she betrays Penticus during the climax, a light side to her subterfuge. Primus is a magically created construct with an abusive father figure. His past is full of darkness, but he defies his trauma with the light of hope and optimism. Finally, the villain, Penticus, is dark, obviously, because he's on a quest to rule the world by harnessing the power of the dark mist. But his light is that he's doing so in order to unify the squabbling great houses under the rulership of the guild. In the end, the Dark Mist is a great example of both the try-fail cycle and the push and pull of light and darkness within the characters. So far as I understand the course material thus far, this has all the qualifications of an excellent story.